Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, continue the discussion of so we guys should lead our setup to the end, whether it will be happy or not quite happy, because if you guys will take a look at the markets across the board, you will see the really fast and solid action as the United States stocks, on the gold market, on the safe haven currencies, the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc. So it means that under this action to the downside has a bit more than just technical issue. This action has the fundamental basis. That's why we should be extra careful with any technical issue, because when the fundamental starts to work, when the investors start to put their money from one other assets to the other, very often fundamentals overrules the technicals. That sometimes happens. But still, as we have the setup on the weekly time frame chart, we will continue to deal with it. And guys, you just will have to make your personal choice whether you will trade it or not, but from the technical point of view, the current setup is just perfect. As we said in our weekly research, that market probably should continue move slightly lower, because this really was really fast acceleration to the downside. We said that probably market will continue to the next target. That's really has happened. So now market has accomplished our first condition. So it has hit the 1618 extension, almost right at the daily oversold, at the weekly pivot, at the monthly pivot support 1, and take a look. That is the 50% support area. Actually, market stands somewhere around 50% between the 618 and 50% support. So that's the perfect area where the brand buy trade could start. Besides, we could place very tight stop. So the stop should be placed somewhere below, slightly below the daily oversold area. The target of this pattern, if it will work, will stand at the 618 resistance of the whole move to the downside. So I don't have it on the chart, but you guys probably could estimate it by yourself. Probably it will be slightly higher than the monthly pivot point, probably around 104 even, somewhere in this area. So you can see this is not small move. It's 4 points on the Japanese yen with the very tight stop. Well guys, that's the setup. So the brand body setup for the weekly chart has been completed. Now we should investigate what else we have on the lower time frame charts. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have the perfect butterfly. That is a reversal pattern, and in fact should trigger the upward action if the technical will work. It's 1618 extension butterfly. That is what I would like to see. So you can see our suggestion about the possible. So just imagine how the different time frame chart compounding. So on the weekly, we have the setup for the brand body. Thrust up, retracement, 3 sessions below the 3x3. On the daily, we have market at the support and daily oversold. It's really significant support. That's weekly pivot support 1, and we expect some bounce. This bounce could be triggered by the 4-hour time frame chart butterfly. That is itself the reversal pattern. The target of this butterfly, if we will measure the extension, ultimate target, if we'll take the ultimate target, but probably not the 1618, but we will take 127. Okay. Okay, so it will stand somewhere, yes, around 104 even. So that could be the ultimate target that could coincide particularly with the 618 resistance on the daily time frame chart. Okay, and will stand slightly higher than the monthly pivot resistance one. Monthly pivot point. Well, now what we else could see here? So on the hourly time frame chart, we see shy bullish signs. First of all, take a look. That is the small wash and rinse of these previous lows. That's potentially bullish sign. And also we have this bullish divergence with the MACD right at the completion point of butterfly buy on the 4-hour time frame chart. From the technical point of view, it's just look like in the book. So it's just perfect picture for taking the long position. But guys, keep in mind the fundamental part of the overall downward action. So that's not just a technical retracement. That could be the really money flow between the assets, and that's why I can't exclude that in fact this setup could fail, because due to the power, when the investors just start to move their money between the currencies, between the assets, just has the huge power. This action has the significant power, and it just could overrule the technical issue. But right now we do not see any problems with it, and we do not see any signs that this setup should fail. As I said, I really do not like very much this really fast action right to the support area. It's a bit it's a worrying sign a bit for a reversal, so I prefer to see some gradual action, something of that sort, but to the downside, when I search the possibility to take the position at some support. I'd not like to see some really fast acceleration down and take the long position in this area. But from the other point of view, we stand at the area where the bread and butter trade could start, and all other conditions have been accomplished by the market. That's why I think that this setup in general is worth our attention, because the second reason for that is that this setup gives us really tremendous risk-reward ratio, and all time frames point on shows just perfect picture. So the weekly time frame chart, the daily 4-hour time frame charts, reversal pattern has been confirmed. On the hourly time frame chart, we also see some shallow bullish signs. So in the current situation of the a bit greater risk of the failure, I call you guys, if you still would like to trade this setup, move your stop to the break even as soon as possible. I do not mean that just after the 5 pips on the market will move the 5 pips to in your favor, move your stop loss. But if market will show some reasonable bounce to the upside, because it should not show any reversal right back down. If it will start move to the upside, we do not want to see any reversal right back down to this support, because all patterns have been confirmed and have been formed already. Market has formed the butterfly. Market has completed the ABCD target on the daily time frame chart. So there is no reason just to returning right back down and just renew the previous lows or something of that sort. Market just now should show some action to the upside to the 104 approximately target. Maybe it will be some ABCD pattern, something of that sort. So if you will take a look position somewhere, if you will take position somewhere in this area, the market will start to move to the upside. Move your position, move your stop to the break even, because currently with this really additional risk of the depth sale on the 7th of the February, with these flows between the assets, risk aversion on the concerning the stock market, well, anything could happen. So just protect your profit and reduce your risk as soon as possible.